Hello Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the week beginning May 17, 2026 for Aries Sun and Aries Rising. For this week, guys, you've drawn the cards of Managing to be Glad. Now this is about creating your own happiness regardless of the conditions that are around you. And we have conclusions are within reach, the full moon eclipse energy. So Aries, for you this week, it's all about recognizing that you have the ability to create your own happiness in this world. It's a double kind of energy because on one hand, what I see here for you, Aries, is that you may be believing that others have it better than you, and you're trying to move past that kind of struggle because it is a struggle. Anytime we start to get into that mode where we do believe that things are easier for other people and life is way more of a struggle for us, we can lose hope. We can go into a deep dark place. So for those of my Aries that are in that situation, this is a call to find a way out with this conclusions are within reach energy, concluding that cycle, so that you can manage to be glad no matter what is going on around us. You know, there's also an energy around this of the opposite. So for some of my Aries, you may be completely the opposite. Some people may be envious of you, envious of your position. They may think that you have it easier than them, but you don't, because everyone has their struggles, everyone has their stuff. It's just how we choose to deal with things in life. You know, I saw a news story the other night about this young lady. She was in her late 20s, and for most of her life she's been struggling with this horrendous disease that I'd never heard of before and cannot pronounce, but that's beside the point. The energy around her was so uplifting because she has to struggle every single day to find some happiness in this life with the cards that she's dealt. And so I'm reminded of that, that we need to look at our own situations and realize that there's always going to be people that are better off, but there's also going to be plenty of people that are worse off, and somewhere in the middle lies us all. Aries, so that's the energy that I'm feeling around you. I've been meditating on your cards, so let's just do a few more shuffles and let's get straight into this reading for Aries Sun, Aries Rising for the week beginning May 17, 2026 for Aries. All right, let's take a look here. Get down these cards. While I do that, I want to thank you for your support, for your likes, for your shares. The only way that I can continue these readings, Aries, is if you press that thumbs up button. I know it seems so inconsequential, but it really is an important part of the algorithm here at YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, sharing me on your social media, subscribing if you haven't already, guys, and if you have, I thank you so much. And please do comment down below if this one is resonating with you in any way. Right in the center, we've got this Seven of Wands. Yeah. You know, it could be that people are pointing fingers, or you're pointing the finger at someone around you here, holding them accountable. Or as I said, this for my cross watchers, this can be reversed. Okay, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, being held accountable. You know, it's a tough place to be. Feeling like people around you are not wanting you to be happy. It's like Aries, for the majority of you, I'm getting that you are a happy soul. I mean, no matter what you've been dealt with in life, what struggles that you're going through, you do the best that you can. You try to do it with a smile, but there are people around you who may not like you for that. And are people who are unhappy with their own lives. They may point the finger at you and say, you know what, it's you. How dare you be happy when I am not happy? And The thing is, I think for you, Aries, the best possible way is to continue to recognize that you have power, dominion over your own feelings, your own emotions, how you put yourself out to the world. I mean, imagine if we all chose to be very unhappy, not accountable for our own lives, and just went out and just took it out on everyone around us. Wouldn't the world be a miserable place? And I think, Aries, you're taking a stand here to not be that person. Yeah? You're holding yourself up above this negative energy around you. And again, as I said earlier, this could be reversed if you're cross-watching for an Aries. Some of you, there may be an Aries that is acting very accusingly towards you, assuming that you're happy. And for some of you, you may be putting out that energy to the world, but crying alone at night. But you're choosing not to bring that out into the world. You could be suffering, yes, but suffering in silence, and not choosing to take it out on everyone around you. You're taking accountability for your own self, for your own emotions, and if that's you, Aries, kudos to you. Creating your own happiness here. In the past, we do have the Nine of Pentacles, but it is coming up in reverse. So for a lot of my Aries, you've had to work very, very hard. If you have your own business, you have worked day and night, sacrificing many things. For some of you, you sacrificed having a family, but that won't be for all of you. Others of you sacrificed finding love. Some of you sacrificed spending time with friends, with loved ones, in order to really focus on your work, on your business, getting things up and it wasn't easy. It wasn't fun. It was hard work. But you were very focused on material things at that point, but it wasn't for the sake of having material things. It was to have a more comfortable, secure life without having to worry about where the next paycheck was coming from. So you worked really hard at bringing that into existence, and there may be people around you, Aries, who are imagining that, oh, Aries, they've got it easy. They didn't have to work hard for their money. No. But you did. You absolutely did. And you probably, no matter what your background was, I mean, some of you could have come from money, but I don't feel that a lot of you got a lot of money from family, even if that was the case, to pursue your goals. You did do it. You wanted to prove yourself. We do have the Star in reverse. Yeah, as I said earlier, if you fall into that trap of believing that others have it easier, then you can lose hope. You can become very disappointed in life, and you can take that out on other people. So take it as it resonates, guys. Some of you will be feeling that way. Others of you will be cross-watching for an Aries that is feeling a lack of hope in their life. And for yet others of you, you may be the target of someone like that. Okay? This is a general reading meant for a lot of people. Queen of Wands in the near future. Love that for you, Aries. They're replacing any kind of self-doubt with self-confidence. Yes. Love that. Now, it all depends on how you choose to get up each day and face it, right? If you face it with confidence, put on a nice piece of clothing that makes you feel beautiful or handsome, that makes you feel attractive, that makes you feel good, it will help. There's a lot of people out in the world that get up, and say you have a home business, And it's tempting to just get up and kind of roll out in your pajamas and maybe just stay in the pajamas or roll into the tracksuit or the yoga pants and all of that gear, which might feel comfortable, but doesn't really give you a boost in a way that makes you feel good about yourself. Just spending that extra 5 or 10 minutes, putting a face on, putting on a beautiful color, something that uplifts your mood, putting a nice vase of flowers around your workplace, something that brings a smile to your face. The little things like that can really bolster your mood and your energy, which will in turn bolster your confidence. Yeah. The best part to follow here is the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel we're talking about work in this reading. You know that the work isn't going to get done without you. Some of you do have your own business. I'm feeling that very strongly. Entrepreneurial energy. You can make something with your own hands. Others of you have partners as well, or maybe even you have staff, for those lucky enough who have some help around delegating. But you know that you have to do the hard stuff. Now, you may delegate some of the more easier tasks, but the hard stuff falls on you. The buck stops here. Yeah. And you know that if you don't get up in the morning and do the work, then you've got no one else to blame for not being successful. I think you have a very strong common sense kind of work ethic here, Aries, holding yourself to account if for a lack of energy or for not putting the effort in. Some of you may have struggled a bit in your business recently. Aries, you may have been doing a lot of work and then lost some motivation. But Spirit is saying you'll get it back by holding yourself accountable. Yeah. This is very much a buck stops here. You cannot blame anyone else for a lack of progress or a lack of growth in your life. Around you we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So some of you are sacrificing trips over the summertime if you're in the northern hemisphere, and some of you are sticking close to home, focusing on working on bettering yourself, bettering your progress at work, and time to do some more perhaps exciting things like starting a new chapter in a book or traveling somewhere interesting is going to have to wait for a little while here. Seven of Cups in reverse is in your hopes and dreams section. Yeah, I think that you're really getting real with yourself here and holding yourself very accountable for knuckling down and doing what needs to be done and just creating your own happiness. Would you probably rather be off doing something really exciting with a loved one or doing something very pleasurable for yourself? Yeah, you would. But I think that at the moment for this week, you're knuckling down here and getting done what needs to get done with that Eight of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there's staying close to home, as I said. Not to say that you'll be there forever, Conclusions are within reach, so some of you are finishing off a project. Let's get a card. I get finishing off a chapter, so for some of you have some sort of deadline to meet. There's a healing energy around this. Spirit is coming in with slow progress for you, because I do feel that there is something that you're better off. You're better off this week than you were like last week. For some of you, you've just gotten out of a relationship. Yeah, and here's this joyous fun, which there's an energy here of finding joy in your work. And joy when it comes to doing other things outside of the workplace will come maybe next week or on the weekend. But for this week, I see you really finding a healing energy within your work and finding happiness with doing those things, with doing those tasks. And, for some of you, you may be retired and you're doing a hobby or work around the house or something like that. And what's hidden here is this Page of Wands. That's you, Aries. Yeah. It says on this card, just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. Yeah, what's hidden here is that you've always made an effort. You make an effort in whatever you do. I don't think that things have come easy for you. You've worked hard throughout your life. You have a very strong adventurous spirit. You try things. You're a risk taker, and you can back it up with passion about your work, which you make it kind of look easy, really. You're the sort of person that can stop one thing after you've completed a cycle and then start another with seeming ease, but it's not easy for you, but it looks that way to other people. And so you may attract a bit of envy or jealousy towards you. But I do feel that for a lot of you, the conditions haven't been great for you. It just appears that way to other people, or vice versa. You could be dealing with an Aries that is acting that way towards you. Let's see. Any other messages here for Aries, please? Actually, before I go to that deck, I'll get one from this deck here. Any messages for Aries for the week beginning May 17th? We've got the Golem. A close friend may act on your behalf. Well, you know what I get there? I get that for some of you, you've taken a short time away from work, and you could be returning to work here. It looks like you could be. There could have been someone that was doing the work while you were gone for a time. The person may have made a mistake, something that you may have to fix. I'm just getting that message for a very small portion of my Aries. Yeah. For some of you, you may be holding this person accountable for something. You may have to fix a mistake that they made. Okay, again, that won't be for everyone. Final messages here for Aries. Let's take a look. Yeah, opening to love, but it's in reverse. I really do feel that at the moment you're more focused on love for self, cherishing yourself, putting the effort into work, and not worried so much about your love life at this time. And breaking barriers is coming up in reverse, but I feel that it will soon be time for you to expand beyond your current limitations into a joyful freedom, this joyous fun. It's coming up, but it doesn't look like it's this week. So manage to be glad that you've got some work coming in, that you're doing what needs to be done here. Any messages for you with this Eight of Pentacles? Yeah, elevate your mindset to get new results. If you want to get different results, you have to elevate your mindset. If you keep thinking and acting the same way, nothing will change in your business. Balance. Manifest amazing business results by staying in balance. Work hard, but take some breaks to get back into ease and flow. Feel the joy as you work. Some of you're getting back to work after a break. And invest. Invest in yourself to learn the skills you need to create a thriving business that grows wealth for you, Aries. And decide. With that Seven of Cups in reverse, if you're confused by too many choices here, decide the best course of action and pursue income-generating activities in your chosen line of work. I'll just get some tea leaves in a moment, but just let me grab a drink here, guys. A little bit of a scratchy throat today. Let's see, messages for Aries for the week beginning May 17th. Someone could be going out of your life, or there's an end of a situation. As I said, for some of you, you're getting out of a relationship and you're managing to be glad regardless of the circumstances of that situation. We've got the whale here. Looks like you won't have anything to really concern yourself with this week when it comes to problems. It's something, you're still dealing with this situation that you're leaving behind, but any problems that come up this week will be pretty minor. You'll be able to handle it. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Yes, we've got the nest and nest egg. Now, wealth. Working towards your wealth here this week. Certainly. So I am going to leave it there for you, Aries. Remember, it's the work is there. It's not something that you can palm off. I think that you're going to have to do the hard work here to make a choice, stick to it, prioritize it, see it as something that is a positive, something that is you're going to invest a lot of time and energy towards. It's going to grow wealth for you. And yeah, you may have to sacrifice a little bit of freedom here, but it will be worth it in the end, guys. Yeah. Love will come later too as well. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. I wish you all the very best, Aries. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. I also have my Etsy store open. The links for that are down below, or you can just Google Gypsy Insights Tarot on Etsy. I thank you so much for your likes. Please do continue to comment down below as well. Claim this reading if you are resonating with this. If you're not resonating with this message today, feel free to check out your other sign placements here on the channel. I thank you for all of your subscribes, and please do come back. Thank you, Aries. I wish you all the very best for this week. Bye for now.